Overpass on the cards. Thank you so much, Mr. Kaplan, Mr. Stanford, and myself, or Stafford, I should say, not Stanford.
That's all right.
Stafford to work for me.
That's all we can do.
Here we are looking at Overpass, one of my least favorite maps to commentate, but we're going to give it hell, aren't we, Davey?
Oh, yeah, we're the commentators now. This is what we do. This is our thing now.
Yes, it is. Pistol round underway. ATK and Team Envy. This is a best of three. Mind you, if you're just joining us, this is a perfect time to get set in and locked in. We're going to see a bit of a flash peek here from the side of Envy. Although they are home, there's no one there to really receive that flash. And a good heads-up play early on, unfortunately for them. It's just not open yet.
Yeah, they're all there, but Som's not going to have the info. Oh, and they almost get caught.
Oh. Yeah, they do almost get caught. A lot of damage being exchanged right there. Sonic down to 11 HP, but that does give the bomb site over to ATK. They're going to continue to roll over these CTs with those Glocks, and that's going to be the story of this round. Nifty and Fugly, insurmountable task ahead of them. 2 versus 5, as that bomb does get planted, just sweetening the pot a little bit there for ATK. And what is a round that is pretty much already decided. Now, barring any sort of magical shots coming out here from the side of Envy, I can't see this one going their way.
No, they went for that monster peek, and it looked like it was going to work. ATK was all there, and of course Sonic MOTM just cleaned it up, and all of ATK was there, but they all got to the other side of monster, and they didn't see anybody, and then they were caught out of position. ATK coming out monster, hitting all their shots, good flashes. Round over.
And that's what it's all about, man. Hitting your shots, fighting jet lag.
Do your best.
And do your best. Shout out to Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. That stuff that continues to flow through my veins from one event to the other. And it'll be no different here. Pistol round there for ATK, and they're going to be able to buy up with ease. We see 2 AKs come out early here, so quite a bit of confidence. Again, there's going to be some long-range duels to be had here, so I guess I could make sense of it. Envy poising themselves over here towards the long A side.
Yeah, they're just sending it up long, this full eco push. It's the classic, just group up and push something. No money spent. Oh, a little bit of a team flash coming out there, though, and getting a couple dinks off.
Getting a little bit of damage in there, and it seems like
happened.
Nifty and Som want to get face-to-face. But it's going to be Eli, the coach, that gets it done. Sending off 2 kills there in JT and OC. But just Fugly, even the MAC-10, he knows pretty much, well, he is surrounded. 3 T players left alive, trying to Molotov off and continue to take control of that bomb, but that's just not going to be the story.
He's just hoping he gets 1 kill with a MAC-10, gets that $600 in the bank. They did full save this round, so we should be expecting a buy next one. Ely, of course, the star player for this team, coming out and getting 2 kills. The coach, oh, he almost got it, but Floppy able to just finish him off. No chance for Fugs.
Not even a chance in the playgrounds, in the play yards there for Fugly. 2-0, and rightfully so. That's kind of what we thought was going to happen after you win that first round. It is pretty much tradition to not screw up and lose the second one, but it does happen from time to time.
Yeah, especially if it's the other way around. If those T's get that bomb down by a couple SGs, you know how it goes. The Krieg just bop in the head.
The Krieg hits with the... Hit me one more time.
Bop, bop. That's what happens.
The Krieg, yeah, that's the sound the Krieg makes. I like that. That's not bad. Well, here we go. We're going to see a buy come out on the side of Envy, one that makes a little bit more sense. It's going to have some smoke, some utility there to sort of block off these choke points, but it's going to be ATK. They want to take it fast. They're not going to find much success. Ryan with 3 on the spray down, leaving OC and Sonic to their own devices here. Not looking pretty here in what was certainly a round that they needed to secure, one they did not need to falter, and right now Envy stands with 5 alive.
Ryan dodging all of those flashes, able to peek monster and take down the 3 guys coming through the smoke. Not hit by a single flash. Easy peasy for Ryan there. Gets 3 of them.
He does, so that does indeed cost 1 weapon for the side of Envy. All things considered, that's not bad for how this round was shaping up. I have to ask about the ATK, just immediate B aggression. What do you think, Davey?
It's a ballsy call, right? It's a ballsy call. They know that Envy, because they had saved the second round, this is the 3rd round buy, they're not going to have a ton of utility. I actually don't like the call to go so fast, so early against a team you know isn't going to have a lot of nades. You have the nade advantage. Bleed out their nades and then hit them sort of in the late round. But even still, 1 good flash through the monster could have flashed Ryan, and then that round could have worked anyways.
It could have looked completely different from the mowdown that we just saw. Now it's going to be Sonic hitting a rather disturbing shot there with this AK. Don't worry, Nifty's going to have the answer. Finds the last 2 in what was probably a pretty traumatic round for Envy, all things considered. They do get it done.
Yeah, I mean, ATK is going to be disappointed. I think when they go back and watch that demo back at the end of the game, they're going to be like, we probably didn't need to just run out Monster through the smoke.
Probably wasn't necessary,
we
but
were
also...
up 2-0. We had the nade advantage. Not a kit to be had on Envy. Like, if they let that round die, like, sort of, and like I said, just bleed out the utility, get it into the late round, and throw your execute, take map control, do the thing. Now we're looking at an eco here from ATK, and Envy could bring it back, tie it up.
Yeah, ATK really putting themselves in a hard spot here. This is what happens when you're fiscally irresponsible. 2-1, they find themselves with pistols, little bit of utility, and some armor there on Sonic, I should say, not to confuse the two, with the great Australis Danish author. There we go. My goodness, took me a minute, but we got there.
I thought you were going with Zonic Astralis' coach.
I am.
Oh,
I said Astralis.
I don't know what you said, man.
I think I said Australian. Anyway, look, the point is...
I think you said Australian author is what you said.
Yeah, well, it could be that, too.
What the hell?
He's certainly an author. All I'm saying is he's got a book coming out soon.
Right.
And this is pretty much a garbage round if you're looking at ATK right now. Not a whole lot that you could have anticipated to come to fruition here. Just a couple pistols.
Yeah, they had two
all
flashes,
the guns for Envy.
It didn't really go. They didn't really do anything of... they didn't do anything useful with them. Yeah. Really, they're gone and no kills were had, so... Not great for me.
Toast this one off pretty much in the order we got it started. Nice shot there by MOTM.
It doesn't count. He killed the coach.
Yeah. But what would count is if he got this bomb down. Now, little does he know, Sam is waiting just there on the other side of the site. He's going to go for the peek first. Probably not a terrible idea, but wasn't a whole lot he could do right there. Let's listen to some of the trash talk.
I think that was "You suck." It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic line.
Yeah.
Classic line, day
classic,
old.
Yep.
One for the ages.
He's been watching trash talking videos on YouTube, and that's where he got that from.
Now, they were talking about it on the desk a minute ago. Modem came in here, guns out last time. He was real loud about it. Did not so awesome, and then they still won anyway. So kudos to him for owning up to it and giving us an interview after the fact. Big nade coming in here, potential to get a lot of damage, and it does just that. JT and OC are hurt. Very, very hurt. 21 HP, 46. Starting this round, we're still over a minute and a half left on the clock.
Yeah, and now that third round monster rush is really coming back to haunt ATK at this point. Envy's in a serious position here to go up 3-2 when this could have been a 4-0 game for ATK.
Could have been. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Right now, all of that connector control is going to be there for Floppy. Just on the other side of the water, though. He's going to try to get a spam, just narrowly missing the window.
Vac.
Yes, Vac in chat. I'm sure you are already typing it. But Nifty with the AWP posted up inside of this A site. Now they're playing a little bit heavier of a presence over here towards A. They've got player and Fugly watching out long, supporting that AWP.
OC was so confident taking that peek because he had an SG, and he was like, you know what? I know Nifty's opping this, but I got an SG.
Yeah.
So I can take this fight.
2019 in a nutshell,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, but then Nifty just shut him down instantly, and Fugly hitting another one. These SGs on CT side, so much damage. Floppy and MOTM both down to about half HP.
But good trades there nonetheless. They're able to keep it something competitive here in this round. 4 versus 3. It's going to be ATK with one man the lesser. Floppy, Modem, and Sonic left now to decide what they will do. Looks like they want to hedge towards B. The peek from Sonic is perfect. Does wreck Ryan unsuspectingly. Now it's going to be Ely here in the site. The coach subbing in. The manager, the coach. Not having an impact just yet, but he is poised to have something right here. The timers tick down all the way. He does hit the shot. It's two! My goodness! The coach gets it done. Can you believe it, Davey?
The coach does it. The big end of the round. Double kill from Ely as expected. I said it in the pregame. The star player for this team, Ely the coach, coming in hot with the big rounds. 2 kills right at the end to close it out. Here we go again. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Flawless precision.
I can't believe you guys would talk trash about Ely.
He hangs out with the freshest dudes.
He does.
At the coolest restaurants.
All the time.
Y'all are pathetic.
Y'all are pathetic. Unbelievable. 3-2 here. Envy finding a little bit of wind in their sails in the back of what was a closer round in the round prior. Now just back on pistols will be ATK. We're going to have to endure some of this chip damage, some of this grenade damage towards the monster tunnel. They want to bust through that smoke. They want to bust into this B bomb site, but it's just not open for business quite yet. Here comes the flashes. They're going to try to rush this a little bit. Right into Ryan again.
And Ryan is loving this. All the kills out, Monster. Sam able to clean it up there at the end. Overall, actually, that's not bad to get 2 kills with the minimal investment that they had.
I agree.
We missed out on the trash talk.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get it next time. Next time, let's just make a pact right now. Right. As soon as we hear the camera come on, as soon as we hear them talking,
no matter what, we just stop.
We just stop. And that's what Reddit deserves, you know? That's
You're
what
right.
the viewer at home, the Twitch viewer at home that is watching this matchup wondering who the hell is talking to them, that's what they deserve, that trash talk.
Absolutely. No, you're right. You're right. It's my bad. I messed up.
It's not
I
your
kept
fault.
talking.
I did it too.
I know, but look, it is my fault. I want to take responsibility, Trace.
Well, you can take responsibility for this tech pause and tell us why it is that we have a tech pause.
I don't want responsibility for the tech pause. This isn't my response. Let's blame Taylor. He's the coach for Envy now. He's their analyst, but he is standing in as coach because the coach is standing in as a player.
What in the world?
I know, it's a disaster over there, but we're going to blame him.
Yes, we can do that. Why not? He's standing there unsuspectingly.
And he doesn't even know. That's the best part.
And he might not ever know. He might not ever watch this VOD. No one may ever tweet him about this.
Yeah.
Which you can do at home. If you do have their Twitter sphere opened, you can use hashtag ESL Pro League. Let us know what you think. Tell us something that you've seen. Show me how you're watching the game as we jump back into it. Round number 7 on the cards. Envy up by 2. And we're going to see weapons coming out on both sides. 4 Kriegs, of course, and 1 AK.
Yeah, and Envy's actually playing 3 people towards A this round. If you take a look at the radar here, we can see that there's actually 2 guys pushing up towards long A, and they also have this guy aggressive in mid. So there comes the flash. They're going to take the peek, but the flash just a little early, and JT actually just absolutely eliminates both of them. Yeah,
JT with the Krieg knocks down 2. It really puts an awkward position here for Nifty and crew. AWP over there towards his A site, his teammate and coach and Elite over there towards the B site. So ATK probably gonna round this one up here shortly, starting to attack this A bomb site. I think they know that it's just about all clear. Still a little cautious though.
Nifty's going to have to go absolutely wild if they want to win this round. Ely has pushed through B and he's got the info, but there's only 2 of them left alive, so there's no rotation to be had even with the info.
And he knows it. He's stuck right there. He's going to try to drop a Molotov on the other side of that smoke. Knows it does a little bit of damage to JT, and he's right out there in the open. Nifty missing the first shot, having to fall back to bank. And that's going to create a little bit of a problem. Now he's got to get the hell out of town. Get the hell out of Dodge. Try to hold on to that AWP. This bomb site's been compromised. Ely might find himself somewhere to get some good exit frags, but ultimately this is going to be an ATK round through and through. If they want to hunt these weapons, that'll be the bigger question.
That timing was almost so close for both of these teams right there. If Nifty gets that first shot and Ely gets the flank just half a second sooner, he could potentially take down the bomb. And then it's a 2 versus 3. You know where the bomb is. You force ATK's hand. But unfortunately for Envy, this round played out exactly as ATK would have expected. And now it's all about exit frags.
Ely, the timing god. Look at this guy. He even knew that Floppy might even be there in the fast flank.
Absolute genius.
Absolute mad lad. Nifty by himself, 1 versus 4. He's going to try to hold on to this AWP. This ATK puts a 3rd on the board. The bomb does decide to explode.
Now this game so far, we've seen a lot of tactical depth from both teams actually. We see ATK mixing it up. Sometimes they're going monster, sometimes they're doing water control, they're taking bathrooms control. You can see they have nade usage that's set up specifically for taking bathrooms in long A. They're very well organized, and same thing from Envy's point of view. We're seeing different aggressive plays from them, sometimes going aggro on mid with that nade stack we saw early on. The long push didn't pan out for them, obviously. The flash was just slightly, not even mistimed, just sort of unlucky. JT wasn't there yet. And then also we saw them taking water control early on in the half. So this has been actually like 2 really strong tactical teams playing this map, and I hope it continues this way because we got some exciting Counter-Strike. Yeah,
we've got something on our hands right here, I can tell you that, but it won't be entirely this round. Envy on that back foot with the money. So they're gonna have to lean on what pistols that they rely on the most. And
Nifty
1 AWP.
does have the op though, and he's looking for these kills towards short. Yeah, I feel like if he had a teammate there with him, they might have been able to open that door and go for something, but he did look for that entry kill over towards short, but ATK hasn't given it to him, and so now he's just sort of holding this position. Fugly with his aggro position in the bathrooms here though, is actually going to let them stay more people towards the B site, and there's the kill.
Yep, there's the kill. Right now, this one is starting to shape up pretty ugly for ATK. 3 members alive, 3 Kriegs alive. They do have 2 smokes to work with here and 1 Molotov. They want to posture towards this B site. I don't think that Envy is fully on boat with it just yet, but it's going to be sooner rather than later. They do have 3 players in the site. I'm using 2 of the others over there towards A. So plenty of time to get set up, get entrenched inside this B bomb site, and they're going to wait it out. They're going to double up here at the barrel. Sam and Ely. Quite the bait and switch here. I do like it. Let's see how it pans out. Elite missing the first shot. OC comes at him with the Krieg. They don't check for Sam. He finds 2 before he does ultimately fall. What was a huge round for Envy to pick up.
And
yeah, man, what he said.
What he said. Exactly what he said. And that round was only able to happen. Now, Fugly, I don't even think he got a kill in the round. I don't think he was involved in the round. But that round could have only happened by Fugly staying aggressive in the bathrooms and keeping that map control, which allowed his teammates to play 4 towards the B site. By him staying aggressive and keeping that information, it allowed Envy to stay 4 guys towards the B site. It allowed Nifty to get the entry, Som to get the second follow-up. They were boosted on the sandbags. Perfect bait setup.
Yeah.
And then they followed back into a second bait setup with the 2 guys at barrels. Ely sacrificing himself, the genius that he is, sacrificing himself for Som to get the 2 deagle kills.
And you do have to wonder who made the comm there. Was it Som?
No, absolutely not. Som could never have thought of such a thing.
Comm with no Som. Wait, Som with no comm. There we go. All right. Either way, big round for Envy. They needed that one big time. They get to retain the AWP on Nifty's hands. He's sitting currently at 6 and 3.
We got this nade sec.
Yep, here come the nades. They're going to rain over there towards the playground and do a considerable amount of damage onto JT. He finds himself at 53. And now things are going to slow down just a little bit. A little bit of utility usage coming out from ATK. These smokes just to throw a spanner in the works there for Team Envy, who have otherwise found themselves in the better end of it each and every single time, especially Ryan over here towards this monster tunnel.
Yeah, he's been playing right behind that smoke, and he's been able to multi-frag every time they've come out. And it looks like he's going to be wanting to do it again. This should be a good nade.
Should be. Look at all the damage now. 39 put onto Sonic. Just nade damage alone has inflicted that pain onto ATK in this round. Looks like they want to set up for B, though. Everybody's here. The party is going to be on B. 2 players at just about half health.
Oh, and there down goes Ryan. Good flashes, and JT scaling up fast. MOTM able to get the second one, and the site is theirs. Envy playing 3 towards A this time, not expecting a B play, and ATK able to go in there and take out the Ryan, the man holding down the monster tunnel. Not this time.
And I mean, that's the weirdest part, right? I mean, you would think, okay, earlier on in the game, if you're Ryan, you get some big holds like that, you might deter them from wanting to take the monster tunnel. Well, they're going to continue to hit it, it looks like. So you better continue to hit your shots.
Yeah, especially because he's played the same spot all 3 times they've come out.
Yes,
he's been on that ramp, and you could see JT this time with the MAC-10 zooming on by. They weren't taking no AK entries this time, Trace. No. This was a MAC-10. They were zooming at Ryan. He didn't stand a chance.
Nobody. F1 race car peaks. 3 are going to stay alive for Envy. It's going to be Fugly, Som, and Nifty. That means they've got 1 AK, 1 M4, and 1 AWP going to the next round.
Little surf practice.
Little surf practice. If you don't surf while you're on that part of the map, you are not a real person. So.
No trash talk. I didn't say anything in case they started yelling, but ATK's not in the mood, I guess.
No, I don't think they feel full control just yet.
No, they got to win string a couple more rounds together before they start yelling, I guess.
Yes, that would ultimately be the way the trash talk game does work. I like it for one.
No, me too. I'm a big fan. I wonder, I feel like Sonic, as the ex-Envy player, should be throwing tons of trash talk if they're winning, right?
Yeah.
Just because he played for both. Now he's on ATK, used to play for Envy, got cut, and now here he is playing against them. I feel like he's got to be throwing the trash talk their way.
Nifty going for an aggressive op pick here in the connector. It's going to get flashed off, and that door open is going to scare him to death. So now he's going to have to really reconsider it, but this positioning here towards water is really awkward. They got Ryan at the sandbags. He's going to creep out just a little bit. If he goes a little bit further, he's going to find Mono. Does just that, traded by Sonic, and here's Floppy with the recovery. It's going to be ATK still in the round, 4 versus 3. Nifty, Fugly, and Som yet again to try to hold on to some shred of defense towards these bomb sites, but it's ATK's slowness that's really going to work out for him here. Going to draw out some of that utility, make it easier on themselves. And the bomb's going to hit it in reverse, back off towards the playground.
Yeah, and again, Fugly has this advanced position, which should allow Nifty to rotate over towards B, and it looks like that's what we're going to see. Again, Fugly holding these aggressive positions, keeping this map control, is giving his teams chances to win the round. Even though he hasn't seen any action yet, he's still doing his part.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're on to the idea that it could be B, and that's exactly what is going to happen here. A rendezvous on the B bomb site, 5-4. Who's going to be putting that 5th or 6th round up there? Nifty with a solid AWP shot. Som chiming in as well. Floppy and OC really rocking a hard place. 30 seconds left. The Krieg coming alive for at least OC. Off out of the fight, swings for the player in the water, finds him as well. They are so hurt. It's just Fugly, 1 versus 2. Fugly can certainly win this. The bomb's going to get planted behind the pole. Now turning the tide. Now making this around. The Envy have to get in there. Fugly, more specifically, has to get in there and try to retake. 1-on-2. They're super low. Super possible to do. He has a kit. He's going to make his way through the monster tunnel. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And if you're Fugly, you better hope and you better bank on that for now. Finds one in OC. Could have won the round. 2 HP on Floppy. Swings with the Krieg behind the pole. Gets it done. And there you have it.
Yeah, from Envy's point of view, they're going to be so frustrated with that because they had the opportunity to win the round. They're down 4 versus 3. They bring it back to a 3 versus 2, and Nifty gets caught overextending right here. That peek from Graffiti was unnecessary, and then he dies. Psalm finds himself getting sandwiched, and then the round falls apart at that point. Fugly almost able to pull off the 1 versus 2, but well played by ATK. After they go down to that 2-on-3, the two players worked together, got the kills, and they were able to bring it back.
Yeah, recognizing that you're low right there. Good call by ATK. We have an even score line, 5-5. We start to look towards that latter third of the first half here in the first map of play between these two teams. In stage 2 of the ESL Pro League, these two teams have survived thus far, and perhaps one of them will go on into the city of Unsa for the Pro League finals to be held. For now, though, it'll be just the Krieg doing all the work. Somehow, some way, JT finds 2 with Krieg right there. Just mopping them up, though. Not much purchasing power for the side of Envy. And the only frag they have gotten in this round thus far would be Sam with USP. They know where he's at. It's pretty much just a formality at this point. That Molotov's going to come out. Krieg, though, can never really write it off. Hotel, flash cleared by Modem and team. That's going to be that.
That flash came from like short B.
Way
Tossed that through the window, bounced off perfectly just to Sam got owned.
Basically, Peyton Manning, John Elway, whichever one.
Pretty much, yeah. Insert good quarterback here. Yeah. I don't watch football, so.
Yeah, well, it works for me. It's fine. Anyways.
I didn't know who those people were, though.
Yeah, of course, they're legends.
Yeah.
6-5, ATK. Pound for pound, round for round, it looks like.
Yeah, ATK's kind of had the better of these trades lately as it's gone later on into the game. Envy, when they win rounds, it's really close. ATK was able to win quite a few rounds with keeping the numbers up, and JT gets 1. Ryan with the fast trade, though, and now it's a 4-on-4.
Yeah, 4-on-4, and they're going to re-smoke that off. Ryan knows this is his territory. He's been holding on to it all map long. And the sprays by the Krieg are going to equate the game out just a little bit more. Ryan and Ely, the only one to have fallen here for Envy. But this is a big round. They're going to need this one big time.
Yeah, a bit of miscomms there from Envy. You saw Psalm wanted to fake the smoke and walk through, but his teammate actually mollied behind the smoke.
Surprise.
So, yeah, that sort of canceled out his play there. And now ATK again is looking really good going into this round. But
yeah, they're taking their time and they're hitting these bomb sites in a much more methodical fashion than you would think they would. Psalm finding 1, but that's going to be the only line of defense able to do anything. Fugly falls, Floppy with 2. And now Nifty with the AWP will be saving. It's Nifty time.
He's doing his best James cosplay right here. I don't know, you look at
quite
him,
the cosplay.
Looks like James. Grew his hair out and
it'd be a hair
saved
thing.
A little bit more. He could be James. He's gonna do his, like I said, he's gonna do his best James cosplay either way this round. It's James time.
James time, boys. Floppy, OC, and Sonic stay alive. So do 3 rifles for the side of ATK. They're gonna put a 7th up here. And what is a T side for them? Starting to look pretty good showing here on the first map.
They have so much money. I'm kind of surprised they're not hunting this op down more. Like, they have so much money. It's going to 7-5 scoreline at this point. The last time they saved 1 op, they won the round. Nifty's op won them the round. Of course, Sam's deagle after that as well, but it was...
Whoa.
Oh, Floppy's waking up.
You heard the man.
Yeah, you heard him.
Baby Rage in the chat. Okay, cool. A little positivity there. That's not bad.
I like it.
And a timeout going to come through now. First one here for Envy. This one's going to be a tactical timeout, so they are going to be allowed to talk. Pretty good stopping point if you are Team Envy to probably say, hey, you know what? We can use a timeout here. We need some more CT rounds.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to be talking during this timeout. You think it's going to be the coach or the stand-in coach? Like, which coach is going to be doing more talking?
Or if it's the coach and the IGL and the stand-in coach, the analyst. But he's just an analyst. He can't go to Yemen. No? Sorry. It was worth a try. Either way, here's how it's panning out.
Yemen?
You've never seen Jack Ryan, have you?
No, I guess
Shame
not.
on you.
Sorry.
It's
I was wondering what the context was there. Like,
really reaching for something at that point.
Out of context, it seems very strange.
7-5 is the context that we need to keep our eyes on. ATK with the lead currently and having just come off a timeout. And no weapons in their hand. You have to wonder what Envy will be rolling with in the next round. That's usually how these things work. You have this entire round. You say, okay, next round we can buy up. We've used our tactical timeout prior to the round so that we're ready to get into it right away.
Yeah, like they saw Nifty go for that aggro pick on mid. They might actually assume he's going to rotate his op back around to B. That's kind of a common thing to do when you are the solo op, is to keep moving around, go for picks in different spots, try to catch people off guard. But he's actually just stayed toward long A, and it looks like he's going to be falling back towards the site here. Nice knife. I like that knife.
Real nice knife. Even uglier Kriegs, but that's okay. It's not your fault. The gun works as well as it does. It's as cheap as it is.
Don't hate the players, hate the game.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean, don't hate the game either, but maybe just hate on Valve, I guess.
Whoa, and that's going to be Davey and his, you know, his personal choice of words there. His opinions do not directly reflect that or represent that of ESL. Thank you so much. That would be Davey Stafford. All right, let's get back into the game. 7-5, and still a pretty slow round. 30 seconds left on the clock. And not a whole lot of ground control here from ATK. It looks like they want to pressure things over here towards this A site. That's going to cause Nifty to back off. Fugly's playing up close with the 5-7. Does find Floppy with relative ease. Going to continue to go for it. Gets 2 out of it, so all things considered, not bad. This timer's not on the side of ATK right now. They're running the AWP, and that's going to be what stops them. Hard stop. Bomb going down, OC and Modem. 2 versus 4. A few guns flickering in there for Envy. Uh-oh, big time trouble. ATK, get the bomb down, and here comes the trash talk. All right, then. That will be Sam. And his mixtape coming out soon. Make sure you guys check it out.
Honestly, that was like on pitch. Like he's got a good little voice.
Yeah, he can hold a tune. He can carry a note, it seems.
Like that was like sticking. Like there was no voice breaking at all in those yells. It was just like
there's one monotonous
it was steady.
shit talk, right?
Yeah, it was steady. Steady.
Well, here comes another timeout, but this time it's going to be on the side of ATK. Looks like they want to do a little bit of role reversal here, a little bit of a swap as we look at the later stages of this first half of play. First map, of course, Overpass. If you're just joining us, pretty good time to do so, I guess. Pretty even game.
Yeah, I mean, ATK, really. This game is like, Envy's happy how close this game is right now when you consider what's happened so far. They won the first gun round, round number 3 of ATK, just sort of going through the monster smoke, a little YOLO, and then they've ecoed them twice. So really, this game could be way more in ATK's favor.
Here's the thing, Davey. I don't know if you quite realize this.
I probably don't.
You only YOLO once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, speaking of YOLOing, it's going to be a YOLO out on the B-bomb site. ATK trying to get some pressure out here early on, something they haven't done too often in this half. They're going to put that pressure on Envy. They're going to apply it. Here comes the pop flash. This time Ryan is the lesser. Doesn't even get a shot landed down range. That's unfortunate. They're going to play around with this right now. Look at this boost from Modem towards the water. Now, this is a good call by ATK for a lot of different reasons. They realize that they were pressuring these sites, but for the time being, Ele holding in the corner, gets 2, and somehow keeps Envy in this round. Floppy left alone, 1 versus 2, and you wouldn't believe it if I wrote it in the storybook. Here it comes. So I'm understanding bad comms?
I guess so, yeah. He didn't like their comms.
He didn't like their comms. Interesting.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I don't know.
Huh.
But somehow he knows. Like he knows they have bad comms. Yeah. He's very well, you know, it's probably Ele. He probably knows they have bad comms because he's a genius and he got another double kill that round. And he is just an absolute legend. Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, clearly. Here comes AWP back out from Nifty. We're going to have a duel. And OC is going to take the dome piece right off of Nifty.
He thought.
Yeah. He's donezo. Here comes the Krieg. Run right into Fugly. Eventually, Fugly thinking with all the Krieg wisdom and power in his hands, he was going to peek, and he did it right into an AWP. OC having picked that up, now 3 versus 3, even strength in what is the last round of the first half.
He got the 2 kills and then he overextended. And he goes for that third one, gets too greedy instead of just keeping himself alive. I've been praising him for most of this game for his ability to stay alive and keep map control. And right there, he gets the 2 kills and he has the opportunity to just fall back, keep himself alive. But instead he goes for that third one and overextends himself. And now it's in a 3 versus 3.
3 versus 3 with 1 minute remaining. Plenty of time here on the clock. Plenty of time to work with if you're ATK. And really and truly, still plenty of utility to use. We're talking 3 smokes, 5 flashes, and a grenade. But Ryan's going to try to get a little information play. He's going to push up here through the bathrooms. He might catch wind of it. He might hear all this noise, because quite a bit of ruckus being stirred up on that A bomb site. The timing might work out here for Ryan. Spots one, but did they see him? Did OC see him? I'm going to have to go with no.
No, it appears not, and
There
Ryan is able to get that kill on the flank. The timing was perfect. Molly's the bomb, keeping himself alive. OC's going for the trade, misses it, and Ryan with the huge flank 2 kills. Genius Ely finishing off the half. 8-7 for the Envy guys, and that could have gone a lot worse for them.
Yeah, that definitely could have gone a lot worse for them, but we're just getting started here in this best of 3, Davey.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Chasing all my dreams now lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different.
And there you have it, ATK versus Envy. Right here, the first half is done. It's dusted, it's out of the way. My name being Trace, I do have Davey to my side. We're taking over the reins of the commentary for at least this matchup. That is what I've signed us up for, Davey.
Yeah, it is. That's what happened.
That is what happened. And here we are, ready to get into the second pistol. It's been quite a back and forth affair. There's quite a few things to mention as well. Would one be that Ely is playing?
Yeah, no, he is, and he's not dragging the team down at all. The frag distribution across Envy is very, very tight, close, and here they go with the fast A play, and OC coming up the connector, gets one, JT trades another one, and now it is all going downhill, but there's quick trades out. This round is an absolute, what is happening, Trace?
Chaos, pandemonium, cats and dogs living together. Nifty left in a 1v2, quite the shot on the floppy. And we're gonna see if he can finish this one off. They spot each other, they both take the duel, both were low. And Modem's gonna win the round for him, though. That's gonna create a bit of silence over on the side of Envy. And ATK needed that pistol round. They needed it big time. Sam, you're not yelling in this one, are you, buddy?
That round was an absolute brawl. Everybody was taking every fight, every peek, trades back and forth. I didn't even know what to say. I'm not good enough at this, Trace. I didn't know what to do.
Listen, sometimes those things will catch you off guard. I don't really know what to say either, but here we are.
It was crazy.
Nonetheless, 5 Glocks for the side of Envy. The score's rounded up 8-8. So they do concede that first pistol. Do give us a tie ball game looking around 17. It's going to be some FAMASs and some SMGs trying to farm a little bit of cash. It can be ATK, rightfully so.
Yeah, the goal for Envy this round with the 5 Glocks, they just want to try and take as much utility away from ATK as possible. Make them spend as much money as you possibly can. Chances of you winning the round with 5 Glocks is so low. You want to make them use all the utility they have, drag the round out, bring the timer down as low as possible, and do your best to make them spend as much money as they can.
Yeah, that's going to be the big goal at the end of the day, at least. You know, drain that economy. If you're ATK, if you can, and you're willing, get up in their face, take these fights, maybe stat pad yourself a little bit, maybe even pad your bank account. Sonic in a pretty good position to do just that right now.
Yeah, he wants it. The eco frags, he wants them.
Or if you're NAF, you call them eeks.
Yeah?
That's what I'm going to get some eeks.
Oh, nice.
All right, dude.
So that's the secret.
That's the secret, eeks. And here they go.
I'm writing this down.
Yep, this is something good to know. Sonic's gonna get a win. They're all gonna peek him at once. A little bit OP there on the SMG. His teammates are gonna be there to help him. Floppy mopping them up. It's gonna be a 9th round on the board for ATK. No trash talk just yet.
No, it's too early for that in this half. They gotta be some nice close gun rounds, a little battle back and forth. That's when the trash talk comes out. That's what you want. Make sure you have flashes. That's what the coach just told them.
Do need flashes.
Every aspiring player trying to come up in the scene right now, remember that.
Yep.
Make sure you have flashes.
That's what I was thinking too.
And you know how to use them, because
Yeah, that's also a rather important part of the entire flashbang process right there.
Not that effective if you can't actually use them.
Yes, that's right. Shout out to our observer, who I do believe is Heather Garozzo. I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with that anyway. Shout out to her. It's been some time. I haven't seen you around here, Heather. I'm unfortunately graced by DJ's presence right now, but that's completely okay. It's the only presence that I have underneath this tree are the fact that we're at 4 versus 4 still. Weapons looking heavy over here for the side of Envy. We're talking 3 Kriegs out on the board, 1 Galil. So far, they're going to have to back off any idea they had of hitting B fast. They're going to find themselves rotating towards this picnic and long area.
JT's also recovered 1 SG himself. Very effective on the CT side, as you know. Can get quite terrifying, but 3 MP9s. That's why you can see OC here on the map. He's staying aggressive in the bathrooms position. He wants this up-close fight. This is what he wants. Sonic is kind of here to support him. Not a lot of nades left, though.
How does he live? I'll never know, but he does get a grenade off. Doesn't really...
Because it was a Galil.
Yeah, probably.
That was an SG. He's dead.
Immediately dead. Just auto locks. Under 30 seconds left on the on the clock. It's going to be ATK. They're going to have to hold off this offense right here of Envy. Hit is on now. Flash comes in, and it works out quite well. Snifty with the assist, Fugly with the kill on the OC. Now this has gone horribly wrong for the side of ATK. Floppy and JT just left by their lonesome. And they're both going to try to retake from Bank.
Yeah, they're going to go for this just at the very least to try to get some kills here, and down goes Ely.
Wow.
Floppy takes him out, and
Yes,
now
he
this is
does.
starting to become worth it already for them. If they can just do some economic damage, this was a bonus round for them, and they take down 2.
Yeah, they get 2
Sun
right now.
peeking.
But we're looking at Nifty and Fugly entrenched right now with 2 Kriegs. The bomb planted well in their favor, well in their positioning. If you're ATK, if you're Floppy or JT, you have to know this. You're going to run right into one of the Kriegs and then run right into the other one. Envy pick up the round, 9-9.
So Envy get the win there, but that actually ended up working out really well for ATK. That was a bonus round for them. They were able to get 3 kills, which means now that the Envy's economy is not good. I was going to say a bad word, Trace. I was going to say a bad word. I had to stop myself.
What was the bad word?
It was a bad one.
Like, how bad? Scale of 1 to you're going to detention bad.
6?
It's not that bad then.
No, it's not that bad.
Here we go. Envy, ATK 9-9 here in the first map of the series of Overpass, and we're going to see more Kriegs coming out into the battlefield. A little bit more of a default setup here from Envy this time around. They don't want to run right into anything.
Look at Ely the genius buying the terrible Galil just to have the nades for his team.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is the guy you want.
Respect.
Yep.
Put some respect on Ely's name. Could have pulled up on you.
He could have.
Could have. And he still
Could have
might.
been that guy that buys SG armor and a smoke, you know? But no, not him. Not him.
Look at this smoke coming all the way from the other side, coming all the way from T-spawn. So they're going to get this smoke off towards the bathroom. They don't know that the CTs and ATK are pushed up this far long. They haven't made too much noise just yet. Modem set up in a pretty awkward position there on the other side of the wall. He's going to have all the information should they slip up, should they miss that keystroke. Now he's going to decide to push. Meanwhile, we've got 3 strong for ATK over on the B bomb site. This is going to get hairy real quick.
It's all about the timing here.
Yep.
He managed to push through right after Envy left, and that's going to allow his team to stay 3 towards the B site because he has the info. And there's the pop flash coming out, and 1-2 Floppy takes down Ely and Fugly. Gets traded out by Ryan, but this is a tough round for Envy now.
Yes, it is. They're going to have to back off big time. 30 seconds left on the clock. The only other map control that they have is going to be on the other side. It's going to be Nifty with the SG working his way creepily up along A. Now that bomb's going to be following Toe. Modem will be here, though, to cut off that rotation. Should he get the kill? He does. Gets the first one. The Molotov rings out. And Ryan's going to ring out as well with his Krieg. And that bomb working its way up there is going to have to go directly to the plant.
They're relying on Nifty's advanced position here.
Oh, no.
Molly misses. Nifty ends up getting the kill on OC, though. Can the bomb go down? It does. 2 versus 2.
Wow. Yeah, 2 versus 2. What's already been a relatively close round. Can't be much closer than this. The Krieg's going to Ryan out from Ryan. Twice over. And there you have it. Envy picking up a big round here, a huge round. What do you have to say for yourself, Sam?
Yeah.
All right, no cheating, y'all.
Yeah, hopefully nobody. Hopefully, I trust our admins are doing their job, making sure nobody's.
No, I'm sure it's all well taken care of.
I'm not worried about it.
Envy finding a foothold now. That was a big round for them to take. They're going to elect to go straight for this B site now. Some flashes over the wall, knowing that this could be ill-equipped armament here from the side of ATK. They're going to be able to get this bomb down without firing a single shot. There's the initial engagement. Floppy falls, and so does the B bomb site. Now they're going to try to retake this together. Look how weird this looks, Davey. Krieg after Krieg after SG.
After Mac 10.
After Mac 10, Envy puts another one on the board. And that's Sam. In case someone needed an introduction.
Right. That's great. Keep it up.
Sam once told me. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going down that road. But here we go. This is a much better look. We're going to see a timeout come out here for ATK. Having only used 1 in the first half, they're going to go with their second here. A total of 4 available for tactical timeout. This would be the opportunity for that coach to get his word in, to really say what he is, or excuse me, say what it is that he thinks needs to be done.
And for Envy, they can kind of make more of a game plan this round because they had 3 Mac 10s coming into this because obviously they bought 3 last round on the Eco, having nobody died, so they still have 3 Mac 10s in this round. And I'm interested to see how they're going to use them, if they're just going to throw them away and upgrade to the SGs. We see, no, they are keeping the 3 Mac 10s here, so kind of a bonus round for Envy here.
Bonus round. Everybody likes a good bonus round, Davey.
And 4 guys on ATK without head armor, so this could. I think they might just be running the same thing. I think they might just be running it back here, Trish.
Straight into B. Looks like they're going to be going straight, no stop, do not pass, go, do not collect $200. Instead, collect the frag there with the MAC-10 onto Sonic. And that's going to be an open doorway. ATK here pretty fast, though. The bomb's not even down. Modum's getting boosted up with the sandbags. Can he stop the plant? Does spot it, does stop it. That creates a big problem for Envy, who now find themselves trying to set up in defensive positions, but the bomb hasn't even been planted. Much bigger problem they initially thought they were going to have. Fugly chiming in with 2 Galil kills of his own. 2 versus 2. This one has gotten a little bit hairy, Davey.
That is 2 huge kills from Fugly holding down that flank, though. Manages to get 2 with the Galil. If he doesn't get 2, if he gets traded there, Envy's in a really tough spot. Now, Envy's in these post-plant positions. Nifty able to take down Floppy on the retake, and he's going for the second one. The peaks, they peak together. Double kill from Nifty there, holding that down in the 2v2.
And now, Davey, I'm gonna kick this back around to you. We've heard enough trash talk from Sam for at least the next 2 months, but really, I'm gonna kick this back to you, and I wanna ask, you know, what is it that you do there differently if you're ATK? Do you play that differently at the end? Do you play the 2v2 differently?
No, it's tough at that point. Like I feel like Fugly getting those double kills was really what won the round there. I think they actually did it right. They pushed in together. They went for the kill on Fugly. They did it together. But Fugly able to take down 2 makes it so that it's a 2 versus 2 at that point. And maybe you could argue that the guy CT, I think it might have been Floppy, was, ooh, and there come big nades, Genius Ely, of course. Of course it's him getting a double kill with the nade. Yeah, maybe you could say the guy CT peaked a little bit early. His teammate Short wasn't in a position to trade off of it or to get aggressive at all. So that could be something that could be said. If you're getting a little nitpicky, if I was myself watching that demo back of me playing, I would have said I peaked too early there. But overall, I mean, just a great round from Nifty there at the end to close that out.
Yeah, big rounds, big plays being made. ATK starting to let this one slip away. It's basically a 13th round on the board here for Envy. Only 2 players alive, Floppy and Sonic for ATK. All they have is pistols and 1 grenade. Not even a kit, a little bit of armor there on Floppy. So you can start to chalk this one up, and then if you're ATK, you really have to dive into the playbook here. Okay, what defense is going to work? Envious is able to just run right out B on top of us at this point. And that can't be something that is okay, that is allowed, that is healthy to exist within this match.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something else. It's not so much that tactically they've been doing anything wrong. It's more so that Envy's kind of just winning the gunfights when it comes down to it at the end. You know, it's not that ATK is doing so poorly tactically. They've mixed up their CT sides. They've gone aggressive. Even the last round that Envy won before this eco, they decided, screw it. We're going to play 1 person in B. We're going to play heavy towards mid and connector. And Envy just hit them with the second B rush, back to back. So I feel like Envy maybe he's out calling them a little bit, but it's not necessarily that ATK is doing anything wrong. And Floppy able to get 2 here on the exit. He really wants to hold on to this Krieg.
Yeah, doing some damage to the economy for ATK at this point isn't really going to give them all that much of a benefit. Holding on to this Krieg would help, but Nifty has other ideas. Okay.
He's such a confident little kid, you know?
Yeah.
You got to respect it.
Do you?
Well, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah, basically.
You could respect it. You could not respect it.
What you can do is put some respect on Illy's name,
Oh,
which
absolutely,
is what
yeah.
we're going to be doing at the end of this game, guaranteed.
Oh, I've been hyping him up so much. Honestly, like I told him I was gonna hype him up, and then I was hoping I was gonna like psych him out a little bit, you know?
Just to kind of throw him off.
Yeah, because just he's one of he's a good friend of mine, so I was really hoping.
Let's put it this way: he's currently outperforming Som.
Oh,
Okay.
honestly, that's gold. That's all I need.
That's what you've got. That's the information that I have for you. 13 and 16 he sits. So far, so good. Envy are going to switch it up here. They're going to head towards this A site. They've got long A for a mile, and now waiting on the other end of it's going to be Modum. Jump spotting. Does get that information, so he's going to have to use some smoke there to kind of slow down the advance.
Yeah, Envy's going to call the cancel there when they get spotted. They were trying to hopefully abuse the timing and get some aggressive map control without getting spotted, but as soon as MOTM jump spots them there, they have to call the cancel.
Yeah. I mean, because there's just too much time, right?
Yeah,
Once
there's
the smoke,
too much time
you
to
gotta wait
rotate.
it all out.
Yeah, as soon as you get spotted there, that's when the strat has to change, and they made the right call. And also, ATK made the right call. Once he spotted 3 people towards long A, they got aggressive on short B, and actually Sonic was able to pick up the kill on Ely, who was lurking over there.
Well, this is going to be awkward regardless. A ton of noise being made here from Envy in the bathroom. Modum playing very close. He'll get that information, also get pop flashed in. No one there, though. He knocks on the door and no one's home. Modum holds on. He's going to get another peek in here. Stops the bomber and Brian. Nifty gets the trade, so still looking good for Envy a little bit, even though the numbers are A little bit of a disparity. The time, though, that's certainly not on NB's side. They're going to have to make a play here. Comes a flash over this A bomb site. Shots from Som towards the truck. Can't seem to land them. Can't seem to get the kill. And this JT and Sonic teaming up for 3.
Good hold there from ATK. The crossfires were on point. When one guy took contact, another guy peeked to trade it out, make sure they got the kills. Really well played from ATK. That early map control from Sonic, counter pushing on short B, able to take down Ely, and then again MOTM with the flashes, getting aggressive on Banana, able to get the info that Envy's coming, so they were able to have 3 people towards that A site. Really well played from ATK that round.
Yeah, Floppy having a pretty good game right now, sitting at 21 and 15, a little bit over 85 ADR. And it's pretty good for ATK, all things considered. 13 to 10 currently for Envy. They find themselves in the lead, but that's completely okay. They seem to still be in control of this matchup, even having conceded that last round.
And Envy this round wanted to make sure that ATK wasn't going to get this short water control. They sent Fugly there with quite a bit of utility, so ATK is going to know that he could be there, but it's worth that to make sure that you have this map control to not allow that push that happened last round to happen again.
Yeah, you can't allow that freedom of movement right there for ATK. That creates such a problem. And would turn out to be a thorn in Envy's side, one big enough that perhaps could push us into OT. You don't want to say those words just yet, but it's very possible. Here comes a boost from the side of water. It's going to be Envy trying to get a look over the wall.
Looks like JT's looking for it as well.
Oh boy, so is Floppy. The whole world's looking for it. There, got one. Can't seem to do it. Fugly, you have fudged it up, my friend. Not enough damage delivered downrange. It's going to be JT that takes the hits, but not the death. And that's going to be an alarming wake-up call if you're part of the CT defense. Here comes the flash. Floppy landing 1, goes for a 3rd. It's only able to get 2 out of it. Fugly and Nifty with the trade. So we still have an even bout, 3 versus 3. And the water control has been conceded. Pushed all the way up his bottom, though. Into the connector's gonna line him up in the doorway. This is a disaster for Envy. Nifty in the site alone. The bomb down, no man's land, no time. And that's an 11th on the board for ATK.
So Nifty actually went up long A and was able to get a kill in the A site, which called, so that he then called for his teammates to come back towards A. He didn't know that MOTM had got aggressive in the bathrooms, was at top of connector, able to take out his teammates rotating back over. Really well played from MOTM. Nifty thought he had a lot of map control. He thought he had the round winning play, but MOTM getting aggressive in the bathrooms was able to shut that down. They didn't know he was there, and he was able to close the round out for ATK. Another good mid-round push from ATK this round.
Yeah, they've got some pretty good reads. And again, this is ATK's map pick of Overpass. We're gonna be switching over to Nuke regardless of the outcome of this one as the timeout comes in. 13 to 11, next map being Nuke, Envy pick. And then, just maybe, if we need all of the rounds, if we will go to some bonus rounds, Dust 2 would offer those to us.
I hate Dust 2.
Well, that's rude.
I know.
Dust 2, good for me, good for you.
No.
Okay, maybe not. But this timeout could be good for the side of Envy. What would they be talking about right now?
They'd be talking about how they're going to stop this mid-round aggression from ATK. I think it's weird because their defaults are actually working right there. They were in a 3-on-3. That's pretty good for a T side. You know, you want to get those trades. You want to have that map control. But unfortunately, it was just MOTM's mid-round push. They're going to have to find a way to get map control and keep the CTs from re-aggressing. The people who are playing the extremities, the Fuglies, the Elys, the Nifties, who have been playing the extremities of the map here, have to get their kills when ATK goes aggressive if they want to close this out.
Yeah, and you've got to really be cognizant of what it is that's going on, especially Sonic right here with the 2 that he's found. That's a huge hole in the side of Envy.
And again, the aggressive play by ATK, taking down Envy. Nifty almost hit that shot on the guy jumping. Wasn't expecting Sonic to be pushed up behind him on short. Sonic takes down 2, grabs the op, and gets away.
Yeah, that's what he does. 3 versus 5. This one's not gotten any easier. Make it 2 versus 5. Ely falls. Will another one? No. Som. He's got a little bit of fight left in him. 6 HP after that scrum. Krieg in hand. And now waiting on the other side of this smoke is going to be Ryan. It's going to be re-smoked off. So that avenue of approach is pretty much done for. 2 versus 4. And it's just times like these, I really, you know, I don't want to be rude. I'm having a lot of trouble reading the real comments from the other members in chat. You know, like when I look at this, all I see is a bunch of random stuff, and it's really hard to read all of the legit messages. Like that one from Sonic to Som.
Yeah, that was a legit message of death.
There's some really chill people in here. I just, you know, I want to hear what everyone has to say, so let's be respectful. All right? Thank you.
Good effort.
Good effort. Noted.
Yeah, keep it up.
Somehow Ryan has gotten himself out there and will find a frag. Not enough. 13 to 12. We're getting some rounds here, aren't we, Davey?
Sure looks like it. Some rounds.
Yes, sir.
All the rounds.
All the rounds on just the first map thus far. It's a close game. Very close game here. And what is the second stage of the ESL Pro League? These teams have had to have qualified by getting second and third in their group, second or third in their group during stage 1. So we look ahead towards round 26. Ely going to go ahead and eat all of that molly damage with the Deagle just to get out of the playground.
That was a tactical decision. 100% he knew exactly what he was doing. We already know. And this is going to be a round that it's going to be tough for Envy to win. They have a couple Deagles, 4 Deagles, 1 flash, no smokes. No smokes on Overpass makes it very hard to take either site. There's too many angles to cover.
Yeah.
So they're going to be counting on ATK giving up some kills. And based on the way ATK is playing this, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be giving up any free kills.
Yeah, not at this moment. Not having a whole lot to work off of, but hey, they got that flashbang. So you're saying there's a chance.
they better use it well. That's all they got. And trying to go into B with no smokes is going to be so hard.
This is going to be rough. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all to sit back in your chair right now for the great waiting game of who can get into B.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat, because I don't think it's going to be Envy. This would put ATK up to par at 13-13. Should they win this round? Should they hold off this eco round? Here comes a flash of the smoke. They're going to run it through. Sonic on the other side finds one, looks for a second, mops third down. Floppy's going to get involved too. At this point, if you're Envy, you know what? Just get in there, try to get some frags. The time's not on your side. The bomb really not on your side either.
They never stood a chance.
Never, ever stood a chance in that round. 13-13.
I feel like if you have Deagles, you're better off just going towards A and just walking up and kind of looking for any picks they give you, because they're more likely to sort of give you free kills towards A. They're more likely to be peeking for info. You feel like you just have a better chance without any nades going into B. What they were counting on there with that flash was they were counting on ATK playing behind the monster smoke. They weren't. Right. They were both playing anti-flash, so their one flash they had ended up being useless, and they were able to mop up people running through a smoke with no armor. And it was an impossible round. They put themselves in an impossible position.
Well, we got early here at Fountain. Keep in mind, Modem, his teammate in OC, the AWP and M4 combo, have decided to take long control.
ATK has done quite a few of these long setups so far this half, at least 2 or 3 that I can remember.
Yeah.
It can be really good, but Envy hasn't really been going there. They've sort of just been sending Nifty there on his own. They did have the one round where they tried to go fast with the 3 of them. Yep. But since then, there hasn't been much action over here, and it's almost like ATK setup's kind of wasted, because look, it forces them to play 3 people towards A because they have to worry about this bathrooms aggression. Yeah.
Maybe try to funnel them in, pinch them out a little bit later on. Ely going to go first here, kind of by himself. He putting himself out there for Sam. Sam catches a dink to the face. But it's going to be Ely and Sam that come out on top. Somehow, some way, they have folded. They have crumbled this ATK defense. Floppy and Sonic now left to retake this site. Bomb. Well, the plant is inevitable.
That all could have gone so poorly for Envy. The timing almost worked out terribly for them. Ely was in the bathrooms. He heard the opera run away, so he walked out thinking it was clear. MOTM getting aggressive. Sam is able to get the kill anyways, and then Ely's able to pick up a free kill because they didn't expect one close.
What a disaster this has turned into. The bomb is down, though. It has been planted. It's about halfway there on the ticker. Envy can rest assured knowing that that is at least on their side. Sonic certainly not, though. He's going to have to try to do something here. He's going to tap the bomb, but not before Nifty taps that AWP. Here comes the screams.
It's all familiar. Goes up to a 4-on-2, gets the bomb plant at A. ATK gets 2 kills, 2 versus 2, and then they just easily finish it off in the end.
Easily. This had to go the full distance right here, too. You have to think about that. Hats off to Ely for standing in. Of course, he is the coach there of Envy, finds himself in the server today. So I can understand that. I can sympathize with that. I've done that myself.
Have you?
I've played in a couple Counter-Strike matches, my friend.
Oh.
Most recent Heroics would be the one where I just lost the show match to Frankie on Breach.
Ah, yes, so. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that sticks out, right?
Yeah, that's the one that sticks out, yeah.
Well, ATK sticking out again, the timeout signal. So we're going to have one remaining. We look towards the end of regulation, 14-13. Envy could put us up to map point, but this is a best of 3. We'll be going to nuke next.
And the mind games here are going to be absolutely wild. It's 14-13. Both teams have already showed their hand so far this half. Now it comes down to who's going to hit the shots and what in-game leader is going to call the strat that ends up working.
Yeah, and here it is. Sam already taking significant damage. He's down to 44 HP. We've barely started the round off. Looks like they want to go towards B, though. Envy hedging their bets towards this B-bomb site.
So look at this. So they're not even using their flashes.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here comes the pop flash. Floppy getting blinded, having to retreat towards the barrels. This entire defense from the side of ATK is crumbling right in real time in front of us. Unless Floppy can do something, all he can find is one. And trades coming in from JT. That helps immensely. What a stressful situation for Nifty and Sam to find themselves in. Bomb down just inside of the site. CT's closing in. Oh. Somehow, some way, JT stays alive. Out of the 5 or 6 HP he had, he only took 2 points of damage from a grenade. And having 2 scalps to his name in this round, he's been pivotal in holding off this Envy offense. Bomb still down within the site, still down within reach. Nifty's going to try to skirt his way over there and get it.
Yeah, but OC's got this. He's got the bomb in his sights from heaven. The timing here has to be perfect for Nifty if he wants. He misses his first shot, though. And now JT, and JT gets another one. 3 kills on the defense from JT. Nifty missing 2 shots. And it's going, looks like it's going 14-14 unless Sam can pull off some heroics here.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock. He's going to try to spam long range with the Krieg. And somehow, some way does that, but it's not enough. ATK pick up a 14th. You know what that smell is, Davey?
No.
You smell that?
I don't, Trace. What is it? You tell me.
It smells like overtime.
Oof.
Or it smells like ATK figuring it out right here.
Big hold from JT there. I actually love Envy's call going into that round. They knew that ATK didn't have eyes on the monster smoke. They picked up on that tendency, and they just walked through it, and they just creeped out monster. The pop flash comes in. Floppy gets full blind at the barrels. They get the 2 entry kills. But then JT from the pit able to get 4 kills on the defense to close the round out for ATK. That round was a great call from Envy. It could have worked, but JT's heroics was able to win that round for ATK.
Yes, indeed. Here we have it. One of the last timeouts. Won't be many more to take after this. Only 2 more rounds in regulation to be had. 14-14. It's going to be do or die time. Full purchasing power available there for Envy. It's going to be that of 3 MAC-10s, 1 Krieg, and 1 AK.
It looks like it might be a fast mid call here. I actually like this from Envy. ATK, look, you can see they're playing kind of passive in the bathrooms. This could go really well for them. ATK gonna need to hit the shots. This is the classic Astralis setup. OC misses his first one.
Oh, the lineup is all there. Somehow Elite comes out on top over Modem. That's going to cause OC to back off into the site. Everybody wants to play on A now. This is where the party is. And OC coming alive with AWP, finds 2 before he's taken out by Elite, who's been skating around, dancing around, giving a 15th to ATK. It's JT and company. They're getting loud now. They know now that they need to hold on for just 1 more round, and they will have won their map pick.
When MOTM was scoped up in the bathrooms with the Krieg there, Trace, I thought, I had a vision. I was like, oh, this is a triple kill from MOTM in the bathrooms. But he didn't, and he goes down. And then what happens is OC gets away, and Envy just hesitates just for a second inside the bathrooms. And that hesitation where they stopped in the bathrooms, maybe they were deciding what nades to throw, trying to pick up the gun, trying to do whatever.
Yeah.
And that 1 second of hesitation gave ATK the time they needed to rotate into the site. If they got into the site fast and they just kept going, didn't let go of W with those MAC-10s, they might have even caught OC trying to jump away, and they would have had site control. But they never actually got the site control because ATK rotated so fast.
Yeah, and JT there to clean it all up at the end of the day. Just 5 seconds left on our freeze time counter and what could very well be the last round of the match. They're going to buy it with the can on the side of Envy, but this would be a big L to take in the first opener for stage 2, at least, in their debut map. This is not how they want to start things. Either way, there's like a heavy B presence for the side of Envy so far. All the utility in the world being used by ATK to thwart this now, to stop them, make them work this slowly. It's just about the way it's supposed to go, Davey.
Yeah, Floppy's got himself up on this grate. This is such a strong position. He can see the legs before anybody can see him. Sam is going to find himself in a really tough spot here. If this flash doesn't come out... Oh, Oh, this is going to be such an awkward engagement, but Floppy manages to get the kill, gets a second one. Sonic coming in, gets the third, and it smells like GG, Trace.
Yeah, I think you are actually onto something. That was more what I was smelling earlier, I think. Not OT, but GG.
Yes.
Nifty and Ryan. Ryan on 7 points of health. They have one smoke and a flash between the two of them. And the bomb down in actually no man's land. The monster tunnel. Here comes an attempt from Ryan. They heard the flash come out. There wasn't a chance in hell that Ryan was ever going to get that bomb. I just want to tell you now that that was not the way that was meant to be. Nifty, 1 versus 5 with a deagle in his hands. 40 seconds to work with. This would be absolutely monumental if he could pull it off. And he won't. In fact, he's just going to be rounding the corner, and it's going to be ATK that stops it all right there. 16-14. The first map is done. ATK have picked it up, and that is a good look for ATK.